Hello everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, we're going to follow the heartfelt journey of Huyen and her little daughter Maya, two souls bound by love and resilience as they navigate winding mountain paths, scorching summer heat, and the daily struggle to earn a living. From gathering wild ferns in the forest to selling them at the bustling fish stream tourist area, every moment tells a story of determination, sacrifice, and hope. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss the next chapters of their inspiring journey. The narrow dirt path up the mountain is choked with tall, untamed grass, but Huyen keeps moving, her hand holding tightly onto Maya's. The summer sky above is a rich, cloudless blue, yet the heat forces sweat to trickle down her brow. They slow as they pass the modest home of Mr. Tieu, someone Huyen knows from the village. She stops to ask softly about his health, her words calm, but her eyes warm with genuine care. Behind her, Maya drags her feet, every step slower than the last. Huyen notices. "You tired, Maya?" she asks, her voice lined with concern. The girl shakes her head, but her heavy eyelids give her away. A few turns later, they pass cornfields where villagers are busy harvesting. The sight sparks an idea in Huyen's mind. Maybe tomorrow she can come back and ask for work. It's then she notices a wide patch of ferns, their green fronds swaying gently in the breeze. "Maya, look, so many vegetables here," she says, trying to sound cheerful. But Maya barely reacts, her tiny steps dragging even more. Huyen squeezes her daughter's hand a little tighter, torn between letting her rest and pushing forward. Work can't wait. Not when every day matters. The road keeps winding, much like Huyen's life, full of twists, full of hardship, but always with a thin glimmer of hope ahead. She takes a deep breath, trying to summon strength from somewhere deep inside. Every bunch of greens she gathers will be one more step toward keeping Maya fed, keeping her in school. Under the hot sun, their shadows stretch long and thin on the dirt road, a silent reminder of their resilience and the unbreakable bond tying them together. Around them, the mountain hums with life, carrying whispers of both struggle and love as the two press on side by side. Later, under the cool shade of the forest canopy, Huyen kneels in a dense patch of ferns, her hands moving quickly, pulling up leaf after leaf. Shafts of sunlight filter through the leaves above, catching the worried lines on her face. A few steps away, Maya sits on a rock, clutching the piece of bread Huyen gave her earlier. "You've got a fever, Maya," Huyen says quietly, watching her. The girl's nose is runny, and she only nods faintly before whispering, "I'm tired, Mommy." The words stab at Huyen's heart. She wants nothing more than to scoop Maya into her arms, to take her somewhere warm and safe. But the pile of greens before her is their ticket to tomorrow. Food, medicine, maybe even a little saved for school fees. She forces herself to keep her voice calm. "Stay here and play for a bit. Call me if you need anything." Maya nods again, taking a small bite of bread. Her eyes are heavy, too heavy for someone so young. Just yesterday, she was full of chatter. Today, she looks like all the energy has been drained from her. Huyen speeds up, picking as if she's racing the setting sun. Each frond she collects is worth a few coins. Yet each one feels like a tiny weight of guilt, because every second she spends working is a second she's not tending to her daughter's fever. The forest is quiet except for the rustle of leaves and the faint crunch of Huyen's hands at work. She glances over at Maya, her chest tightening. No matter what, she tells herself, she won't let her child suffer. She'll work harder, earn more, and somehow get the medicine Maya needs. The sunlight fades as the day wears on. But inside, Huyen's determination burns brighter than ever. The forest seems to hum in quiet witness, carrying her unspoken promise forward. A mother's vow to keep going, no matter the weight pressing down on her shoulders. By midday, the fish stream tourist area is buzzing. The sound of rushing water mixes with the excited chatter of visitors, the air full of energy. In one quiet corner, Huyen and Maya sit with their bundles of fresh ferns neatly stacked beside them. Huyen approaches a shopkeeper, her voice polite but tinged with hope. "Miss, can we sell vegetables here?" The woman nods, and Huyen sets to work, calling softly to the passers-by. Beside her, Maya's tired expression changes when she spots the stream, fish darting under the surface, and a nearby stall full of colorful toys. "Mommy, I want a toy," she says, her voice suddenly bright and eager. Huyen freezes. The request is so small, so innocent, yet she knows she has to refuse. "We've spent all our money, Maya. We need to save for your school." The girl lowers her head, her small fists clenching at her sides. Suddenly, she runs toward an elderly woman with white hair and blurts out, "Grandma, I love you so much." The woman laughs softly, patting her on the head. Huyen watches from her corner, her chest aching, but she forces herself to keep calling to tourists. The fish splashing in the stream seem to carry both joy and sadness in their ripples, reminding her that beauty and hardship often live side by side. Maya sits again, holding a small bundle of ferns, her eyes drifting back to the toy stall. Under the afternoon sun, the scene feels split in two. A child's fleeting excitement and a mother's constant burden, woven together in the long hours of the day. The stream flows on, indifferent yet eternal, as Huyen keeps her voice steady, her love for Maya pushing her forward through the quiet weight of reality. As the afternoon light softens, Huyen and Maya remain tucked into their small spot at the edge of the tourist area. Their bundles of ferns and bamboo rice are lined neatly in front of them. Huyen calls out, voice even, but carrying a faint tremor of hope, "Miss, please buy a bundle of vegetables." Maya, despite her fatigue, joins in. Her clear, high-pitched voice rings out, "Buy some vegetables to help my mom." The sound is sweet, but most people hurry past without looking. A few slow down, glance, then shake their heads before walking away. When one woman declines, Huyen lets out a quiet sigh before straightening again. Maya's gaze drifts toward the toy stall, her eyes shimmering. "Mommy, I've never had a toy like that," she says softly. Huyen turns to her, her voice gentle but weighted. "We spent all our money on the house, Maya. We have to save." The girl nods, but her lashes blink quickly, trying to hold back tears. Huyen squeezes her hand. She wishes she could buy her every toy in the world, every sweet treat, every comfort. But all she has to offer right now is love. The sound of the stream at Sacred Fish Stream blends with the murmur of tourists, carrying a faint, melancholy note. She calls out again, her tone still polite, but each rejection stings a little deeper. Maya stays close, clutching a bundle of greens, as if holding on to something precious. As dusk settles in, their shadows stretch across the ground, small, fragile, but unmoving, like blades of grass, bending but not breaking in the wind. Around them, life goes on, the quiet hum of endurance wrapping itself around mother and child as they press on, side by side. That night, the small home glows with the soft light of a new, rechargeable lamp, pushing back the darkness. In the kitchen corner, Huyen stirs a sizzling pan of shrimp, the savory smell mingling with the faint crackle of firewood. Maya sits at the table, poking at her rice, then looks up with a small smile. "The shrimp are yummy, Mommy." Huyen smiles back, though her eyes carry the fatigue of the long day. She hangs the lamp on the wall. "No more fires at night now, Maya," she says, as if sharing a small victory. Maya nods, her eyes reflecting the warm glow of the lamp. Huyen peels an egg carefully, removing the yolk because she knows Maya doesn't like it. "Cats go meow, meow, right, Mommy?" Maya asks out of the blue, her voice curious and innocent. Huyen chuckles softly and nods, soaking in the simplicity of her daughter's question. She encourages Maya to get her math books ready after dinner, her tone calm but purposeful. Outside, their dog Bibi waits patiently. Huyen calls him in for his share of food and reminds him to guard the house, counting the day's earnings in her mind. Only 50,000 VND spent on a kettle. Huyen glances at Maya and silently vows to build her a proper study desk. The meal is plain, but the glow of the lamp and Maya's laughter make the house feel full, almost abundant. Under this light, Huyen can almost see a better future, blurry but full of possibility. She pulls Maya close, her heart a mix of heaviness and fierce love. The night hums outside, but inside, the lamp casts a soft halo over their small world, a quiet testament to the bond they've built and the dreams they refuse to give up. Elsewhere, the fire crackles inside a humble thatched house. Adam sets down a plate of fried rice, its aroma warm and comforting. "Today's fried rice is good," he says with an easy smile. Across from him, Day nods absently, their thoughts far away. "I miss Huyen and Maya," Day admits, eyes clouded with worry. Adam listens quietly, his presence steady. "You go to the market. I'll check the farm," he offers, resting a reassuring hand on Dee's shoulder. Dee recounts searching through 3 markets without success, their voice carrying a mix of regret and determination. "If I don't find them today, I'll go farther," they say, clutching a worn photo of Huyen. Sunlight slips through the window, falling across Dieu's face, revealing the fatigue beneath the resolve. Adam warns softly, "Be careful. Don't wander at night. It's dangerous." Day nods, stepping out onto the dirt road toward the market. The wind mingles with their footsteps, each step carrying the weight of longing and the spark of a hope that refuses to die. By evening, the market road is a swirl of voices in motion. Day weaves through the crowd, holding Huyen's photo tightly. "Have you seen this woman?" they ask a passerby. The answer is a shake of the head. Dee's heart dips until a voice calls out from near the market's edge. "Hey, I've got something to tell you." An older man, face lined with years, beckons to close her. He talks about a funeral in the next village, where someone mentioned a woman from the north, about 30 years old, with a little girl, renting land from a man named Mr. Tieu in Cam Lien. Dee freezes, eyes wide. Really? That's them. Their voice trembles with a joy too sharp to contain. They grip the man's hand, thanking him again and again. Adam appears just as Dee turns to leave. We have to go there now, Dee says urgently. Together, they plan their route. The sky above grows darker, but in Dee's chest, a flame roars to life. Each step toward Cam Lien feels lighter, faster, as if the months of fruitless searching are finally breaking open into something bright. As they walk, their shadows stretch out along the dirt road. The wind seems to hum a low, steady tune, one that speaks of a miracle waiting just ahead. In their steady stride is a quiet promise. No matter the distance, no matter the years, they will keep moving forward until the day they find Huyen and Maya again.
Huyền
Huyen
và cô con gái
and her
nhỏ
young daughter
Maya
Maya
leo lên con
make their
đường
way up a narrow
hẹp
mountain
dưới ánh
path
nắng hè
under the
gay gắt.
blazing summer sun.
Dù Maya
Despite
ngày
Maya's
càng mệt
growing
mỏi
fatigue
và
and
sốt,
fever,
Huyền vẫn tiếp tục
Huyen continues
hái
gathering ferns
dương
in
sỉ
the
trong
forest,
rừng,
knowing
biết
each
rằng
bundle
mỗi bó
means
thức ăn,
food,
thuốc men
medicine,
và học
and
phí.
school fees.
Tại khu du lịch
At the
suối cá
bustling
nhộn
fish
nhịp,
stream
họ bán
tourist
rau.
area, they
Đối
sell
với
their
những người
greens,
từ chối liên tục,
facing constant
trong
rejection,
trong
while
khi
Maya's eyes
ánh mắt
linger
Maya
on a
đượm
toy
buồn
she can't
nhìn món
have.
đồ chơi cô bé không
That
thể
night,
có.
in their
Tối hôm
modest
đó,
home,
trong căn
lit
nhà
by
đơn
a
sơ
new
được thắp
rechargeable
sáng
lamp,
bởi
they
chiếc
share
đèn,
a simple meal, cherishing
họ
small
chia sẻ những
victories.
bữa ăn giản dị, trân
Meanwhile,
trọng những chiến
far
thắng nhỏ
away,
bé.
Dee
Trong khi
searches
đó, ở
tirelessly
nơi
for
xa,
them,
Đệ không ngừng tìm kiếm họ,
visiting
ghé qua
markets
các chợ và
and
hỏi thăm người
asking
lạ.
strangers.
Một cuộc gặp
A
tình
chance
cờ mang
encounter
đến tin
brings
tức
news.
Huyền và Maya có thể đang chờ
Huyen and
ở
Maya
Cẩm Liên.
may be in Cam Lien.
Với hy vọng
With
mới,
renewed
Đệ lập
hope,
tức lên đường, quyết
Dee
tâm đoàn
sets
tụ
out
những
immediately,
hành trình đan
determined
xen của
to
họ, nói
reunite.
lên sự kiên cường và hy
Their
sinh, sức
intertwined
mạnh bất diệt của
journeys
tình yêu.
speak of resilience